Welcome to Journey of a Joke. This week, Kenny Sebstian discusses his super viral stand-up bit, Middle Class Restaurant Problems.
Waiters do this weird thing. When they distribute the menu, they guess who's educated or not. They're like, you get it. No, you don't. You get it. No, okay. You look like you're gonna pay, you take it. It's like they don't have enough menu, like, it's my precious. You only have 4 in the world.
So this whole entire middle class bit is 4 jokes, which is put together. One joke is dinner with parents. One joke is rich waiters, poor waiters. One joke is manager, and how rich people order, how poor people order.
In a manager family, when a child is born, it doesn't say, oh, mama, papa, it's good evening, ma'am, can I help you, ma'am? Is there a problem, ma'am? You want dessert?
All my jokes are a sketch that one person is performing. I could have done the joke by saying it. I could have been like, my dad was like, hey, I'm on Szechuan, you're still on soup. But in my head, the joke is a sketch. So I'm playing all the parts. So I knew that I need to give my dad a substantial dialogue. And the joke is that it's not, the whole point is not a big decision, right? Like ordering is not a big deal. So the joke is that my dad's making it sound like it's a big like.
Kenny, are you on the veg Szechuan page? I'm on the veg Szechuan. You are not on the veg Szechuan page. You're still in soup. Kenny, come to veg Szechuan page.
I'm on the Szechuan page. Where are you? Are you on the soup? It's a stupid statement. But the way he's saying is like, I have reached Normandy shore. Are you still on the beach? That's the whole joke if you see it. And these 4 jokes have been written in different times. The waiter saying, waiters give only menus to people he thinks are educated. It's a very old joke of mine, which I didn't know where to put. Manager is a different bit. My dad ordering veg Szechuan white fried rice is the newest joke. And the manager bit in the end was a old waiter joke I wanted to do for the longest time, that whenever you go to a rich restaurant, why the waiter is so nice to you when it doesn't matter, because they will get business anyway, while the poorer restaurants whose whole restaurant depends on good customer service are rude to you. Other time, like my bucket bath bit worked the first time I did it. And the middle class took it took a year. Like the waiter bit is a year old. My dad ordering was brand new. It was 2 months old. So it literally took 50 to 60 attempts to get that right. That particular middle class bit. It was an amalgamation of, ironically, all the jokes that didn't work.
In the freeboard bit, right?
Yeah.
Give It to Me, Earl Grey by Earl Grey himself.
Yeah.
Seems like a very well written joke.
Yeah.
How did you do this one bit when you did it earlier at an open mic?
I want eggs.
I want eggs that are poached. And while you're beating them, please be gentle. And kiss them goodnight.
That's the only thing.
I used to stop there. Then I found out somewhere that Earl Grey is a person. Subconsciously, I put it in while I was freeballing.
I also want Earl Grey tea, given to me by Earl Grey himself.
Also, another thing, this improving thing has become so good for me is because I completely trust my instinct now. And to be honest, I don't know how this happens. I feel like your instinct is like a person, who tells right or wrong. You have an instinct to be funny also. So if you keep telling your instinct that tu funny nahi hai, shut up, he'll stop talking to you. I write a premise, then I go to the open mic and I perform it with my instinct.
You go with the premise.
Yeah.
And you say 10 lines.
Yeah.
If 5 of them work,
Yeah.
it's cemented as your first 5 jokes.
Yeah,
It's not like you go with one joke. You go with an observation, a thought, an idea.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah. It's 3 steps. I'm at home or I'm in a restaurant, I get a realization that, wow, that lady, this has actually happened. I was in the thing, that lady is taking way too much time to be specific about eggs. Something she was ordering. So I wrote down that rich people do this weird thing where they get very specific about ordering. And obviously the counter orders, poor people don't. I wrote that down. I go to the open mic. This is my first open mic of the joke. I'm like, I'm going to do how rich people order and poor people order. Why don't you do it a character? Because you don't have lines. So I go there and I make it a scene. As I said, all my jokes are scenes in my head. Waiter goes, I start with rich because I want to get to the poor bit because I know that's harder. So, hey sir, do you want a cappuccino thing? First one.
You want a cappuccino? Espresso? First one. Sure, light, medium, dark, lethargic. Give coffee! And he ran away.
I don't know, I want coffee. Runs away. Okay. Then I come to the rich bit. I'm like, okay, I have to go to the rich bit. Hello, ma'am, what do you want? I want eggs that are poached. I don't know what to say. And then I'm like, she's treating eggs like her children. But don't beat them gently. Kiss them goodnight. Remind them that mommy loves them. So I got that joke and they loved that bit, the kiss them gently. So I'm like, oh, they like the fact I'm treating eggs like people. So it's completely audience based. And I'm freeballing the character. Then I go home, then I write it down. Like, this is exactly what I said. This is exactly what I said. Next time I do the joke, I do it word for word. But now I have freedom to add one more thing, which is Earl Grey tea. Which was like, I just found out this new information. By the way, get me Earl Grey tea. Given to me by Earl Grey himself. And then the joke was complete. If I'm tired, I'm seeing the world as it is. If I'm sleepy, I'm seeing the world. But if I'm like charged up, I got enough sleep, went to the gym, had home cooked food, saw bike videos, meditated, everything, then I'm this mode of, Biswa calls me the sketch generator. My brain is a sketch generator. It's always good to start a bit with a story. Because people love to hear stories. And also I like to start a joke very sincerely. So I knew that this happened very recently, me taking my parents out. So I started with that. Then I brought in, okay, now I've introduced the scenario. Now it's justified for me to bring my whole waiter joke in. So I brought the waiter joke in, and I do the waiter bit. And then I finish the waiter bit. I'm like, okay, one joke done. Go back to the story that, yeah, we did something, we ordered dessert. Technically, I should be bringing up fried rice and gravy first. But I ordered dessert. I do the dessert so that I can come back to the waiter and finish. So I was watching you from there, sir. I was watching you from there. Then I come back to, I finish that joke. Then I come back to, this took a lot of trial and a lot of fucking open mics. Then I come back to veg fried rice thing. Now I finish my dad's story, my mom and dad's story. Now I finish my mom and dad's story. Now the crux of the joke, the whole reason I did this bit was the manager bit. Because I thought my manager bit was damn cool. I thought it was a great observation. So I was like, let's get to this. So I feel the entire bit comes to one point is managers are these mystical creatures. Now I can go bizarre. Now my style is, this is actually how my head is. I really feel like managers are ninjas. I get scared when suddenly they come. I was like, you are not here. Where did he come from? But they think it's damn normal. Okay. So I wanted to come to this, but I have to set my reality. Another thing is I always write a joke. If I have to tell a story, you have to set context well. If you have to go bizarre, you have to set context well. You have to set rules, right, for the joke, so you can go bizarre. So now you know how I am as a family, and you know how I am as an individual. You know what I think about waiters, about nice waiters and rude waiters. Now the manager bit hits really hard, because when the manager does poof.
Hi, good evening, ma'am. I heard you had a problem. I have tingling in my, managerial DNA.
You've heard so much build up for the manager. I've tried the manager bit in the beginning of the set, it didn't work. It just never get a laugh. And I was like, why? It's such a funny, brilliant bit. Why are people not seeing the brilliance? But then I realized that I'm not setting it up right. The whole bit is that the waiter's trying to be nice, but he's being creepy, which is another joke I cut out. That good managers are like boyfriends that don't know that the relationship is over, which I also cut because it didn't work. So I feel the whole joke comes to that point of, hi ma'am, can I help you ma'am? Which is actually a repeat of good waiter. But now the joke is that it's a mystical creature, which is funny as a line, and he says, hi ma'am, it's a recall. The recall is obviously a term of, you take a joke and you bring it back. Hi ma'am, can I, which is only funny because I've done it twice. I've never written any food in any restaurant. So I find it amazing that you can call the manager and complain and you can send it back. I found it. Then I realized that's because maybe I have a very slow self-esteem. That's why, because when I get food, I'm like, Arey, you made something for me. So that's why I say that joke, which is again a joke I wanted to fit in, which makes no sense in this whole thing. Again, it was a segue, ask a question, Raj Sharma taught me this technique of segueing by asking a question. So Raj Sharma said that if you have stuck in a segue, you don't know how to go to the next joke, ask them. I didn't know how to go to the poor people when they get food, they are glad. So I'll ask a question. How many people are call the manager?
Okay, I'm going to check again. How many of you guys have ever called for the manager in a restaurant? Huh? Come on, don't lie. How many guys call for manager? Yeah? Anyone from here?
Oh, you're rich. So hence I can do my joke. Versus me straight going to, by the way, when poor people eat food, they're like, why are you jumping suddenly? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I do that. And then the manager bit is the culmination where I'm like, mystical creatures. Poof. I do a sound effect also. Because it's nice, it's a different thing. There are a lot of lines I've removed from the set, which ironically always is free balling. If I free ball too much, the joke has too much fluff and I'm not getting to the point, then I remove those jokes. All the time, what I cemented, never I cut out because they always work, obviously. It actually happened, by the way. So I took my parents out for dinner. We finished eating, and my mom was like, "Can we order one more noodle?" My dad's like, he made this expression. Okay, so in my head, what in my universe, he said, "The hell you say, man?" Like that's what I thought. Dad's like, "What the hell you saying, sir?"
What the hell did you just say? I'm like, Dad, calm down. It's on me. So we ordered another noodles, okay? Poor thing, my mom couldn't finish it.
And obviously my mom wasted. So he was so proud. And he won't enjoy in that glory. He obviously make me sound dad. So dad sound like he's crazy, but he's not. He's like, oh, you're not wasting, we're all gonna finish it. And then I realized, oh my god, it happened so many times that I took it for granted, that this is hilarious. And now we have to do teamwork to finish food.
Everybody, teamwork! Everyone eat it together! Come on, we can finish it! You want yours to eat, come on!
It's something that, because that's how I think joke writing is that, like, what have I taken for granted, that's material, right? So somehow I like, oh my god, yeah, my dad does this. So I wrote it down. I performed at open mic. And then Shanky heard my bit. Shanky's like, dude, you saying this whole thing. And the end I thought he'll say, you'll parcel it. I'm like, oh my god, yeah, we parcel it. Why didn't I think of that? And then I'm like, Shanky, thank you so much for that. Shanky, I'm giving you that. So then the next time I was like, there's only one noodle left because obviously I'm king of exaggeration. There's one noodle left. Waiter comes like,
No, parcel this! Tomorrow dinner is sorted.
Tomorrow dinner is sorted. You know? Because I'm playing my dad's character and my dad's super practical, right? What would a practical person say? He would say, tomorrow dinner is sorted. I didn't waste money. And that's why I think it's great to run by material at open mics and to comics.
Yeah.
Obviously, like, I'm not taking away credit from Shanky. Someone could have given you great advice, and if you don't implement it well, it can die. But what his advice was so natural to my joke. It almost felt like the joke had become a character in itself. That he was like, no, the natural flow of that joke is parceling, dude. Like, you know, the joke wrote itself. It's almost like a character. Once you have a good character, the lines write itself.
You're right. This joke that you continued with, right? It had all the bits like you mentioned. Dinner with parents, poor waiter, big waiter, manager, how rich people order rice. Then it went to the fact that how at the end, parcel kar do. Did you explore all avenues or you decided this was good? Because bill, splitting the bill was missing.
Yeah.
Solve coming at the end was missing.
Yeah.
Like, you know, the when you come into a restaurant, they serve you a seat.
Correct.
And you ask for water. Is it bottled water or do you
Correct.
want cold? So like there was so many things that I know you could have gone to. Are these places you didn't, because these are the worst of it that you put together. So did you ever think of retrofitting it later, or were you like, no, this is good enough, I want to move to another topic?
So for the longest time, I didn't know that this is how you do jokes. Is that you get a premise and then you logically look at all the process of it and you make jokes on them. For me, if I took a premise, I only spoke about things that excited me. Then I started with Kanan, and then I think Kanan sat with me on a bit about my school, Kendra Vidyalaya. And he was like, okay, you're doing a bit about KV and you're not exploring everything, you're going to the next premise. So he sat me down and said, you know, explore this, explore that, and I learned a lot from that. But then I stopped and I was like, I could do that, but it all boils down to what do I want to say and what excites me. Because as I said, it's shown on my face. I don't want to explore it just for the sake of exploring it. Like, I know there's the bill splitting, I know there's this chair thing, but I found my dad parceling the passion at which he says and the pride at which he's like, yeah, tomorrow dinner sorted, is more exciting and resounds with me. I could have gone into all that, but I think I'd make a decision saying that parceling, again, I took it because I felt that that's what my dad does. Not because, oh, obviously there's parceling in this bill, in this container, saving the container for tomorrow, all that. But I'm like, no, I like the parceling bit personally. I think I'll have fun saying it. So it comes down to that. I will break it down logically, but I'll only stick to the things that excite me. Because it's endless, dude. It's endless. This restaurant bit can be a 1 hour set. I could take them from at home deciding where to eat, to going to the restaurant, to not liking the water, to not liking the decor, mom commenting about other people. It's like an endless thing. But I think it comes down to what will be fun for you. Ma'am, thank you, sir, for ordering. So we have dessert. Do you want dessert? I have dessert. Like, no, we don't dessert. Okay, cool.